we're going to be going over a little bit on the Daihatsu Hijet. Now, of course, these models have been made for 30, 40 years altogether. This happens to be a 2022 Hijet. This is actually the SP510, the S510P, which is actually the heavy-duty dump bed of it. Now, you can tell the heavy-duty dump bed by simply looking at the sides of it and determine how much thicker the material and the metal actually is on this. But they still do have the fold-down sides, but it has a heavy-duty clasp on it, as well as the heavy-duty tailgate. Now, in the back of the tailgate gate can have the levers actually picked up, and this allows it to be flat, which is simply by moving this up and forward. Or when you're in a dump situation and you lift it up, the bottom is going to come unhinged and it'll come out. Now, the other really great thing about that is that by adjusting chains on the inside of the bed, you can tailgate spread with this particular unit. And now this is also important to note that tailgate spreading is available and is easy to do with one of the electric dumps. If you have a PTO, basically you have to stop, disengage in order to be able to dump. So you have to kind of make sure to stop the vehicle in order to be able to do it. With this, you can actually tailgate spread out. Now, this particular model has a bunch of the upgrades on it, more than what most people are going to put on it. But again, we built it kind of as a show truck, and I built it for myself. Everything from a backup camera. On the back of this, we have LED backup lights that are also tied into an off and off switch inside. So you can actually use the lights either when you go to backup, or you can flip a switch and they'll be bright if you just want to use them to do something on the back after dark. The bumper on this is actually made by Expert up in Blaine, Minnesota. Very good, high quality bumper. We did put the shackles on it as well, but those bumpers are very, very sturdy, and they have a really great mounting system on them. You'll also notice in the vehicle this has got to have the 23-inch by 10-inch tires on them. And you want to make sure that when you're looking at tires, this 2310 R15, so the R15 is talking about the rim size, the 10 is the width, and the 23 obviously is going to be the height. Now, what most people make a mistake about when they go to put tires on their vehicle is they think that it's the difference between the fender and the tire. Now, this vehicle has a 7.5-inch lift, so you can see how greatly exaggerated that is, but it isn't going to be the rear that's oftentimes going to be the issue. What oftentimes is going to be the issue is actually right here in the front. Because when you take the tire and you start to turn it and pivot it inside, it will start to grab on the inside of the fender. So there's two ways to overcome that. One is either by increasing your lift dramatically, or two, by narrowing your tire up, or three, actually by controlling the offset. Now, depending on your offset, you also have to be careful about taking your tire too close and actually rubs on the inside here as part of your lift or against your spring mechanism. So there are things that need to be considered, but generally this is where you start seeing people start cutting fenders. And whenever possible to avoid that, I don't recommend cutting fenders, primarily because you open that as a source where you can actually get corrosion started on the vehicle. This 2023 also, besides the lift on it, the tires on it and whatnot, this vehicle actually has tinted windows on it, backup camera in it, pop-up LED screens. It's got a pop-up camera inside with the Apple CarPlay and navigation in it. This also has the Expert front bumper on it. It has a plate for mounting a winch underneath it. Again, shackles in the front. This particular bumper comes with a 2-inch receiver on the front as well. Now, some people will actually install a portable or transportable type winch that will slide right inside there, so you can use it on the front or the back. And this one used to have a nice 18-inch bar in the front of it, but somebody decided they needed it worse than we did, and so they broke it off, unplugged it, and took that $30 Amazon LED light. Anyway, I digress. Anyway, this model here, like I say, besides having some of the features as far as the outside is concerned, most all of your heavy-duty dump beds you're going to find are going to be 5 speeds. They are going to be 4-wheel drive. They are going to be to have high and low range in them. This is also obviously air conditioned and heat inside. So it's a very, very good unit. Overall, everybody understands Daihatsu. Might as well have the Toyota brand on it, because that's actually what it is. LED lights across the top of the bed. And I will show you one more thing on this. Part of the reason what we did is we actually wired this all in. People ask, well, how does it work? How do you get LEDs in the top of the bed if you actually, in order to wire them in? We brought the wiring down, take it all the way back to the hinging spot, and then bring it back forward, back up to your battery. So you want to make sure that you route everything back up and try to make this as clean as possible. But this is what allows the dump bed to work. The lights still be on the top, lights in the front, lights in the back, all the way around. So if you're looking for a unit that you can lift, the Daihatsu, in my opinion, is one of the better quality ones, and probably one of the easier ones to actually add a lift to.